This is true, but I'm good now.
How Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance, so they only pay for what they need.
Did it work?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters December 17th.
Just give me that on a loop.
The fact that everybody did the dance was amazing.
Hey.
Go ahead. New edition at New Kids on the Block made Boston boy band history, performing together for the first time at the AMAs.
I know every single step of
Yes,
that
you do.
video. Yes, I do, Kevin Frazier. And in the new year, the New Kids are heading back on the road. The mixtape tour, it's back, y'all. And I talked to the whole crew all about it. Good night, everybody.
Performing in front of all of our fans is going to be very special after all this time.
It feels so exciting, like when we get chills at looking at that poster. That has to be a good sign.
The New Kids Mixtape Tour 2022 is an 80s dream come true with special guests Salt and Peppa, In Vogue, and Rick Astley.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
It's part of my DNA, that song. It gave me my life, that song, full stop.
To, have the experience of being invited to be a part of something so iconic, we were like, what? Yes!
The summer tour starts May 10th in Cincinnati, Ohio, and goes for 3 months. So, what are their
Happening now.
It is now day 10 of the search for Lena Kill, a 3-year-old who vanished from a Northwest Side apartment complex. Now, a local search and rescue group joining the search efforts in hopes of finding some type of clue that'll help police in their investigation.
A local allergist is juggling COVID-19 testing and seeing patients unsure whether what they're feeling is COVID-19 or allergies, especially with Mountain Cedar in the air. We'll have that story coming up.
The Spurs game scheduled for tonight has been postponed. We'll tell you the reasons why. The News at 5 starts right now.
And first at 5, concerns over a growing number of COVID cases, pushing at least one local university to postpone the start of the spring semester.
Others, however, are undecided. Alicia Barrera has more on this. So, Alicia, which universities are delaying the next semester?
Good afternoon. Well, Trinity University confirmed winter break is extended for an additional 2.5 weeks than originally scheduled. Now, in-person classes won't start until Monday, January 31st. So we're about a month away. According to the university's website, the delay is due to a, quote, dramatic increase in the number of positive cases of COVID in their campus community. Employees of Trinity University must work from home until January 17th. But before students and employees can even step foot back on campus, they're asked to get a booster shot and provide proof by January 12th in order to not be subject to weekly surveillance testing. According to the university's dashboard, currently 99% of employees and 94% of students are fully vaccinated at Trinity University. And on the city's west side, both Our Lady of Lake University and St. Mary's say no changes just yet. Same case for Incarnate Word. The private universities are monitoring reports of the spread of Omicron, but still on track for in-person classes. We also reached out to Alamo Colleges, TAMUSA, and UTSA. They say things are on track for normal start to their spring semester as of right now. And we're, of course, going to continue monitoring any other university updates and, of course, share that information here across all our newscasts and on KSAT.com. In the newsroom, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Elisa, one more question. With the news of this just coming out, how are people reacting?
So that post on Facebook, where it was another avenue that Trinity University shared the news, you can just imagine it's kind of split down the middle. It's been shared more than 30 times. People right now saying, a little bit of deja vu. Are we really living this again? Some parents applauding this, saying, hey, this must have been a very difficult decision. And of course, there are parents and even students who all they want to know is, will I have to do online school this semester? So of course, we'll keep track of that. Ursula, Steph, back to you.
All right, Alicia, thank you. All this talk about COVID can make it really confusing when you add allergies now to the mix. Our meteorologists have been telling you all about Mountain Cedar. The thing is, the symptoms of allergies and COVID overlap. So many of you are asking, do I have allergies or COVID? Well, our Jessie Degollado got answers from an expert.
Mountain cedar in the air means misery for many. And for allergists like Dr. Erica Gonzalez.
We're pretty busy. It's hard to keep up.
And now with Omicron out there, Gonzalez says her office also is testing patients. Like many at the drive-up sites around town, they're worried their allergies are really COVID-19. Question is, did most of the patients Dr. Gonzalez has seen so far have reason to worry or not?
Well, thankfully, the majority of them are allergies.
Their symptoms, she says, were due to pollen, not the virus. Gonzalez says reassuring symptoms it's allergies include having a history of cedar fever or allergies, itchy eyes and throat not usually seen with viruses, and the antihistamines or nasal sprays are working.
That can reassure them that, this is still just allergies. It's not anything else.
And what about running a temperature?
So allergies will not have your temperature rise more than 100.4.
Any higher than that, Gonzalez advises getting checked out. She says the same goes for knowing 100% whether it's allergies or COVID.
When in doubt, go get tested.
It's better, she says, to be overly cautious. Jessie Degollado, KSAT 12 News.
Meantime, the CDC now defending its updated guidelines for those who are asymptomatic or have been exposed to COVID-19. On Monday, the CDC changed the isolation period for asymptomatic exposure from 10 days of isolation down to just 5 days, followed by 5 days of mask usage. The CDC says if you're asymptomatic, you do not have to test negative before you come out of isolation.
We do know that the vast majority of viral transmission happens in those first 5 days, somewhere in the 85 to 90% range. So we're really talking, if you can isolate for those first 5 days, that would be great.
More than a dozen states are currently reporting record or near record daily case numbers, and the struggle to find testing continues across the U.S. and here in Texas. One thing to note, despite a 126% increase in new COVID cases, the nation is only seeing an 11% increase in hospitalizations.
A piece of clothing and their own canine search team. It's what volunteers with a local search and rescue group are hoping will help bring answers in the search for little Lena Keel.
She's that 3-year-old girl. She disappeared 10 days ago while playing on a playground in her Northwest Side apartment complex.
Now, Japhanie Gray takes us to the area where volunteers are hoping to find that Lena herself or any piece of evidence in her disappearance are going to turn up.
Please be careful. They've all seen a picture of what the little girl was wearing. They know she has a jacket and black shoes, so anything in that nature to say that a child was coming through there.
Nina Glass is the director of Search and Rescue SATX, an organization established following the disappearance of Andrea McDonald in 2019. This morning, the group hit the ground running, spending hours combing through the medical center field along Floyd Curl Drive.
What SAPD is doing, we're going outside of their search area and helping them.
Like SAPD and the FBI, they hope to find 3-year-old Lena Keel, who disappeared from the Villas del Cabo apartments about 3 minutes down the road. The group, which broke off into several teams, is also using their own canine unit to find clues.
We got an article of clothing from the family, so he's on a scent tracking mission.
We run into some barbed wire. We've got gloves, we've got long sleeve, we've got pants, boots, all that stuff to kind of help us, help protect us.
The walk hasn't been easy for volunteers out here, most of them carrying a staff like this to make it through thick brush that's throughout the medical center field, looking for clues that may lead them to Lena, who they fear may possibly be out here scared and alone.
It's heartbreaking.
It's really scary. She could be out here and dehydrated and hiding because she's scared. I do know there's a language barrier.
We're expecting some colder weather come this Sunday, and so that's pretty frightening.
Glass says they are following this case closely. They're asking anyone interested in volunteering for one of their searches to reach out to their Facebook page.
We'll continue like we did with Andreen.
Japhanie Gray, KSAT 12 News.
In other news, a San Antonio police officer accused of texting a woman that he met during a disturbance call was suspended without pay for 20 days. Those texts were sent in June after Officer Juan Bruno left a South Side scene. Now, suspension records detail some of those text exchanges. Officer Bruno tells the woman she's beautiful and asks about her relationship status. The woman ended up telling investigators that his texts made her feel uncomfortable. The suspension was initially for 30 days, but after an appeal, it was reduced down to 20. Bruno also has a no contact order, so he's barred from contacting that woman ever again. By the way, Bruno has been with SAPD since 2015.
An update now on the sex trafficking trial of Ghislaine Maxwell. After 5 days of deliberating just minutes ago, she was found guilty on 5 out of 6 counts regarding the sexual exploitation of girls as young as 14.
Now, Maxwell's charge stems from allegations dating back to the 90s and early 2000s when she reportedly helped lure young girls to Jeffrey Epstein's home where he would allegedly sexually abuse them. He was found dead in his jail cell back in 2019 while awaiting his own sex trafficking trial.
So far today, unofficially, a high temperature of 84 in San Antonio, which would be a record by 1 degree. We'll know for sure within the hour. 80 degrees right now in Del Rio, Eagle Pass at 81. We're feeling the warmth. It's spring-like out there. 83 Floresville and Panna Maria. For the most part, lower 80s, some locations in the upper 70s, including Canyon Lake, 79. Close to 80, of course, and Utopia at 80 degrees. This evening, temperatures falling off through the 70s, then down into the 60s. There is a dry line out there, and so temperatures are going to vary quite a bit. I'll break it down for you across our entire region in just a bit and talk about the strong cold front that's going to pay us a visit on Saturday. Ursula.
Winter returns. Thank you, Adam. A San Antonio documentary film director receiving accolades after tackling the tough subject of deportation. It's called Dial Home. The director tells our Courtney Friedman why he chose to capture the loneliness and reality of deportation. People feeling like they don't belong anywhere.
No problem, ma'am. Is there anything else I can go ahead and do for you, ma'am?
We do apologize for the inconvenience this is causing you. I'll definitely be able to look into your account.
This is a short documentary film called Dial Home, directed by 27-year-old San Antonio native Cesar Martinez Barba. It highlights people who spend their lives living in America who then get deported to Mexico.
We're not from here. We don't speak good Spanish. We're not from over there because we're Mexicans. There's a lot of people who are just caught right in between. And it's not because we chose to.
Often the only jobs they're suited for are at call centers.
People are working in a job where they're speaking in English on the phone every day with people in the country that they used to live in, yet they are in Mexico trying to rebuild their lives.
Dial Home is screened at many film festivals, including the San Francisco International Film Festival, where it won Best Documentary Short Film, making it Oscar eligible. It was picked up by The New Yorker in September, which is showing the documentary for free online. Martinez Barba is honored, but values one thing the most.
That this story is more available to more people and that there's a greater visibility lent to this subject matter.
He credits his childhood in San Antonio, specifically his mentors at KSAT, for inspiring his love of filmmaking.
I'm Mexican American and I'm interested in telling Mexican American stories. And this, for me, is another example of how complicated that identity can be. I think it was really important for me to honor that experience and the place that I come from.
Future projects already in the works will continue championing Mexican American stories.
We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
So coming up, days of prepping and celebrating, all leading up to tonight. Coming up, we are outside the Alamo Dome where people are getting ready for tonight.
They're super excited about the Alamo Bowl. We've got a preview coming from the tailgating site next.
This SA Salute holiday greeting is brought to you by Pam Hospitals.
My name is Shannon Marney. I was deployed as an Army combat medic the same day that my daughter was born on January 6th, 1996. And it makes me feel with my heart how other people feel when they're away from their families on the holidays. And with a heartfelt emotion, I wanted to emphasize to you that we all understand exactly how you feel at this point and that we've got your support, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, if you're ringing in the new year with family and friends, doctors want you to be mindful about spreading COVID-19. As more people are coming down with the virus, University Health seeing that positivity rate go up again, what they're bracing for, and what doctors want you to know. It's coming up tonight on the news at 6.
Now, the new year is ringing in a new law. We're talking about the No Surprises Act, and supporters are saying it's going to protect millions of patients from those surprise hospital bills. That law is set to go into effect January 1st. Reports from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says that it protects patients with most individual and employer insurance. It's not going to allow them to be balance billed for emergency and certain non-emergency services in most circumstances.
We can now go to emergency rooms and get emergency care without worrying about an out-of-network charge.
So the new law is going to require a national hotline to be established where consumers can register complaints about suspected surprise medical billing. All right, so for 2 out-of-state colleges, it's a huge night in the Alamo City.
Oh, yeah, we love our football. 2021 Valero Alamo Bowl has brought people in from Oregon and Oklahoma, all of them coming to the Alamo Dome. It's where the Ducks are taking on the Sooners, and our John Paul Barajas talks to tailgaters who are already waiting for a final score.
We're at the Alamo Dome where number 14 Oregon is getting ready to face off against number 16 Oklahoma. Both of these schools have 10 wins. They're looking for their 11th in the Alamo Valero Bowl. Now we're hours away from kickoff, but tailgaters are already piling in. You got the grills fired up, you got the drinks pouring, the fans are fired up, and we got 2 guys here that are keeping it PG for us. But they got some bold predictions. We'll start with Oklahoma. What are your thoughts?
Hey, it's a 14-point win. Bob Stoops is coming back. Last game, it's going to be a great one.
All right, 14 points is a lot of points to lose by. What do the Ducks have to say about it?
35-28. Go Ducks, baby. Go Ducks.
So regardless, we want to see a shootout, right?
Oh,
yes, sir. Yeah. All right, guys. Only time will tell. Kickoff is at 8:15. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Oh, man, poor John Paul. He's not going to have a voice at the end of this. Now, here's a live look right now over the Alamo Dome where you can see people are certainly getting ready. I got to say, temperature certainly cooperating, 80 degrees.
I know, and if you're at a park and ride bus stop, very comfortable for you.
Yeah, a little warm for some folks, especially by December standards and expectations. And it's official. We just got word from the National Weather Service. Record high temperature today, 84 degrees. We beat the old record by 1 degree. And after a morning temperature of 59. Elsewhere, high temperatures generally in the low to mid 80s. 83 Uvalde, Del Rio topped out at 85. All right, let's take a look outside right now. We've got some nice clouds moving overhead, which will give us a beautiful sunset. 82 degrees currently, dew point of 58. The key is the dew point right now because we do have the famous West Texas dry line moving into place. Big dew point spread out there. Very humid east of I-35, very dry west of I-35. You look into the hill country, we've got dew points in the 30s and 40s, and this dry line is going to have a big impact, not just in terms of the mugginess or lack thereof, but also a big impact on temperatures tonight. Dry air cools off very efficiently. Humid air does not. So later on tonight and early tomorrow morning, we'll be falling into the 40s in parts of the hill country, low to mid 50s west of I-35, but within the muggy air, not just warmer, closer to 60, but also more areas of fog. So generally speaking, along and east of I-35, that's where we'll have the fog and the warmer temperatures overnight. Tomorrow, the humidity is back in place. Same story on Friday, dew points well into the 60s. Saturday, dry line and cold front hit. We sweep away the humidity, and it's very low for Sunday and Monday. I mean, we're talking some extremely dry air in place behind this cold front. Look at these temperatures out there right now. Del Rio 83, Pleasanton 82, New Braunfels now at 81. We've got some readings in the 70s in the hill country. You go farther north, we get into the cooler air. Not so much in Texas. I mean, Abilene, Dallas at 73, but farther to the north. We've been checking those Canadian temperatures all week, and we're going to take a look at those here. Of course, the jet stream just to the north of us, colder air on the north side of that jet stream, not our side right now. But you get into Canada. That's the core of the cold air. Temperatures right now in the teens and even 20s below zero. Yellowknife, one of the cold spots at 36 below. That's the core of the cold air, which is starting to plunge southward. It's not going to make it here until Saturday night. So near 80 degrees again tomorrow. Even on Saturday, we'll be right near 80 degrees. But Saturday night, that cold front hits. Behind it, temperatures plunge and really fall off drastically. So Tomorrow near 80 along with Friday. Saturday, I think we'll actually be in the lower 80s. And then look what happens on Sunday. 53 for the afternoon high, and on Monday, not much warmer, about 58. Quiet weather pattern across the state right now. The activity is mainly east of us in parts of the Mid-South, St. Louis to Memphis and even toward Nashville. That's where they've got some activity. But I also want to point out California and the west coast of the U.S. That's where the moisture is coming on shore right now, along with this upper level disturbance. That's the disturbance that's going to help spin up that cold front and low pressure system that's going to affect us as we get into the weekend. Unfortunately, it's not going to give us any of that much needed moisture. It's just going to develop a cold front, give us some gusty winds, drop our temperatures, and sweep away the humidity. Tomorrow morning, about 58 locally, but remember, west of I-35 and into the hill country, down into the 40s, and then fog, especially east of I-35 in the morning tomorrow. Right near 80 for the high temperature with afternoon sunshine, but I do think we'll get into the 80s farther south of San Antonio, Carrizo Springs, Pleasanton, 84 for afternoon high temperatures. And then look at this, I am anticipating our first freeze Monday morning, even Sunday morning, we'll be in the mid-30s. Then Monday should be our first official freeze in San Antonio.
All right, Adam. Thank you.
All right, Larry joins us now. I thought we were going to be talking about the Spurs and the Heat, but no more.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about them, at least in the way we were hoping to talk about them. This game has been postponed. It is the 10th NBA game this season to be postponed due to health and safety protocols, and it's because of the Miami Heat. We got that coming up. Plus, it is game day at the Valero Alamo Bowl. It's an exciting time coming up. The Heat at Spurs game scheduled for tonight has been postponed because the Heat do not have the league-required 8 available players to suit up. Miami hosted the Wizards last night with 8 players, and they won the game 119-112. The Miami Herald is reporting the Heat only have 7 available players. Now, the Spurs knew this could happen, but man, they were ready to face the Heat tonight.
We went through film this morning and saw they had a lot of guys out for sure. Even some guys that played last night aren't in their rotation anymore today due to the protocol. But, I mean, there's kind of just how the year has been so far. You don't know it could be even different tonight when we get to the arena. So we just got to continue to focus on the game plan, control what we can control.
No word yet when this game will be made up. San Antonio will now hit the road for 7 straight games starting Friday at Memphis. It's been a fun handful of days for both Oklahoma and Oregon as the two sides prepared for the Valero Alamo Bowl. The Sooners arrived on Christmas Eve, while the Ducks flew in on Christmas Day. On Sunday, select players from both teams got to hang out at SeaWorld and interact with the bottlenose dolphins. Monday was the Ricos River Rally at the Arneson River Theater on the Riverwalk. Team captains and head coaches led a pep rally from the stage, while the other players and pep bands got to chill on the river barges. And yesterday was the coaches' press conference, followed by the kickoff luncheon at the Marriott River Center Ballroom. Both sides are having a great time.
Compliments to the Valero Alamo Bowl people, everybody involved with this bowl game and organization have been fantastic in accommodating players, their families, all of us, practice sites. Everything has really been run in a really positive way.
I want to start off by thanking the Alamo Bowl again. This just has been a wonderful experience for our guys, wonderful experience for the families, and I said this before, as long as those two are the case, then that makes it easy for the coaches, to be honest with you, dealing with the families and the players, and it's allowed us, especially through this time of kind of turmoil a little bit.
Part of that turmoil for Oregon includes losing their previous head coach to another program right after the Pac-12 championship. Ducks and Sooners will go down tonight, 8:15 at the Alamo Dome.
All right, good stuff. We're excited about that.
Yes,
now that the game's not going on tonight with the Spurs.
Yeah, all the attention will be on the Alamo Dome.
We'll be right back after this.
Thanks so much for watching the News at 5 with us.
World News is next. We'll see you at 6.